Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Affordable Flyers, 4-seat Brazilian RV-10 LSA gains approval. Robin Aircraft goes into liquidation. Our long-awaited Montaer MC-01 flight eval turned out well. And I'm your host, Holland Lee. Welcome to Airborne Affordable Flyers, our programming designed to help you get and stay in aviation as affordably as possible. Overseen by the editorial staff of the award-winning SportPlane resource guide, we know well the challenges faced by today's sport flyers, and we're here to help you enjoy flying to the utmost. Let's get into today's stories. Certified RV-10, 4-seat Brazilian RV-10 LSA gains approval. Here's a look into the future. Flyer Indústria Aeronáutica's locally assembled RV-10 LSA received approval from Brazil's ANAC, making it the first such multi-passenger sport plane in the world. The Brazilian agency started in on their own MOSAIC-style regulations by granting authorization to a 4-place aircraft, with approval to a type of plane pilots around the world have eagerly awaited. Stateside, the industry has been digesting the proposed changes under MOSAIC, a new approach to light sport aircraft that would most visibly change the market. An announcement on the manufacturer's Facebook page read, quote, "Flyer received our certificate of recognition for the RV-10 LSA as a light sport aircraft. We are grateful to all of our clients, customers, partners, and friends for being a part of this decisive moment in our business's history. We're especially grateful to the ANAC, whose pioneering spirit and courage allowed us to certify the first light sport 4-place aircraft in the world," end quote. Flyer Indústria Aeronáutica's RV-10 iteration cuts a familiar figure to those leaving the line back home. Line aircraft feature a Lycoming IO 540 with 260 horsepower, good for a 211 mile/hour top speed and 20,000-foot ceiling. Brazilian RV-10s will be factory finished and ready to go, requiring nothing of prospective owners other than a checkbook and a license. And after the break, EAA sees $1.5 million grant for youth education.
If it looks good, it usually flies good. The Bristol series of aircraft is proof of that. Furthering their legacy of safety and efficiency, Bristol is proud to feature the Rotax 915 IS Turbo in the current lineup of aircraft. The 915 IS Turbo power plant offers more power than ever before in a light sport aircraft. Learn more about Bristol at www.sportflyingusa.com.
Backcountry flying to us is our playground. For us, it's how we access the things we like to do. It's just our lifestyle. We exclusively use the Hartzell Voyager prop, and it's proved to be just a great combination for what we do. What it's doing, it's helping us all have better performing airplanes. Man, it feels a lot better clearing trees by 50 feet versus 20 feet. I don't ever see myself not flying.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. EAA sees $1.5 million grant for youth education. Adolescent education in the EAA's Minnesota stomping ground is due for an improvement thanks to a $1.5 million grant from the Adamar Scripps Foundation. The association said that it intends to devote the funding to its local EAA Education Center with outreach for those outside the local area via their online Aero-Educate program. The 3-year grant will see $1.5 million flow to activities at the Education Center, supporting the EAA's mission there as they bring thousands of kids into the aviation fold. AirVenture dates confirmed through 2027. EAA has released dates for the next 4 AirVenture schedules, and as usual, the ANN gang will be there to cover it all for you. The current schedule for EAA AirVenture Oshkosh at Whitman Regional Airport in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, has been confirmed through 2027. Upcoming event dates are July 22nd through 28th, 2024, July 21st through 27th, 2025, July 20th through 26th of 2026, and July 26th through August 1st, 2027. Mini B-29 has incident during early outing. A brand new 35% scale B-29 replica had an unlucky flight early in its test program when the landing aircraft collided with a photographer's golf cart during its landing. Glendale Airport of Indianapolis saw one injury during the affair. The experimental aircraft was Tom Hodgson's B-29 replica, a Honda-powered Redux on the classic World War II bomber. A recent flight was marred when one of the golf carts carrying an excited onlooker strayed too close to the flight line, and the B-29 made contact while attempting to land. The cart passenger was knocked unconscious and taken in for evaluation. German UL builder to cease production of Aerolite 120. The German Aerolite 120 will shortly cease production. The Aerolite 120 is a slick little ultralight with Dacron sailcloth wings, a Polini pusher engine, electric starter, and electric flaps. The company explained, quote, "It has been our aim to counter the drastic inflation of recent years through better contracts with our suppliers. Unfortunately, the economic situation in Germany has not improved since then. Therefore, with a heavy heart, we decided to stop production for the Aerolite 120 at the end of the year. Of course, we are still happy to be available to our customers for spare parts requests." End quote. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Robin Aircraft goes into liquidation. Light plane manufacturer Robin Aircraft has been pushed into liquidation by way of French court order after the judges overseeing the firm's troubled state declined the bids offered for the classic company. CEO Casimir Pellissier said, quote, "The Dijon Commercial Court has just ordered the liquidation of Robin Aircraft and declined for insufficiency or incompatibility the 3 proposed takeover bids. Owners and operators of Robin Aircraft and CAP10 planes won't find themselves left out in the cold thanks to an arrangement with CEAPR, a local enterprise that has provided parts and support for the company's work for years already." Pellissier said the firm is, quote, "standing fast, serving all the proud owners of Robin and CAP aircraft. CEAPR will take on board everyone from Robin who can and will continue to cherish, take care, and promote the unique know-how amassed over so many years by so many talented craftsmen." End quote. Despite the condition of Robin today, it isn't entirely down for the count. Pellissier added, quote, "And when tomorrow the community of DR400 and CAP10 enthusiasts requests it and market conditions allow it, we will be ready." End quote. And after these messages, our long-awaited Montaer MC-01 flight eval turned out well. Welcome back. Our long-awaited Montaer MC-01 flight eval turned out well. We enjoyed a nice surprise the other day with a test flight in the Brazilian-made Montaer MC-01 two-place LSA conversant aircraft. Externally, there is much to admire with really impressive fit and finish that is only exceeded by the attention paid to the interiors, which are some of the nicest we've seen in this category. Available with a variety of Rotax power plants up to and including the mighty 916 IS, a test flight that took place on a rowdy day proved that what looks good also tends to fly good. We noted fairly easy entry and exit, good visibility both in taxi as well as in flight, and agile ground handling to boot. Aloft, the MC-01 impressed with a solid and overtly obedient stability and control profile that is suitable for both training as well as simple cross-country chores. Slow flight proved to be pretty benign, with a well-defined and symmetrical buffet prior to the light brake, while the dirty configuration produced sustainable flight a tad below 40 knots. Setting up for a cruise even on a rowdy day that made speed measurement a real chore, a solid 110 to 115 knots true airspeed seems attainable, and the in-flight cruise attitude offers excellent visibility. Overall, the airplane turned out an impressive performance, which was augmented by the exceptional workmanship of the test vehicle. Highly recommended. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching!